Hi, second graders. I hope you enjoyed the poem I wrote for you. Today we are going to read some fun poems. Actually, I'm going to read the poems and you're going to listen. And I hope you really enjoy them. Then we will do an assignment together and I'll give you an assignment to do on your own. So let's start with my least favorite animal, mice. I think mice are rather nice. Their tails are long, their faces small. They haven't any chins at all. Their ears are pink, their teeth are white. They run about the house at night. They nibble things they shouldn't touch, and no one seems to like them much. But I think mice are nice. By Rose Fileman. And here we have the picture. My class knows I really don't like mice. You're going to notice in most of these poems that there are a lot of rhyming words. Poems don't have to rhyme, but a lot of them do, and it makes it kind of fun to read, I think. Here we've got one. Toot toot. A peanut sat on a railroad track. His heart was all aflutter. The 5 o'clock train came rushing by. Toot toot, peanut butter. Get it? Higgledy piggledy pop. Higgledy piggledy pop. The dog has eaten the mop. The pig's in a hurry. The cat's in a flurry. Higgledy piggledy pop. By Samuel Goodrich. There we see some use of made up words, but they make it kind of funny. Here we go. I asked my mother. I asked my mother for 50 cents to see the elephant jump the fence. He jumped so high that he touched the sky and never came back till the 4th of July. What words rhymed in that poem? Say them out loud. What rhymes with sense? Fence, you're right. And how about sky? July. This poem is written by Anonymous. Does anybody know what that means? There's not a person named Anonymous. It means that they don't know who wrote it. But these poems are written by, can you read his name? Shel Silverstein. And he is a very famous poet for children. Some of you might have his poem, one of his poems, for your creative expressions poem. This one's called Jumping Rope. This started out as a jumping rope. You probably think that I'm a dope, but this started out as a jumping rope, and now I fear there is no hope. But this started out as a jumping rope. Very typical Shel Silverstein style of poetry. Here I have another one of his books, so we'll read it. Another one of his called Why Is It? Why is it some mornings your clothes just don't fit? Your pants are too short to bend over or sit. Your sleeves are too long and your hat is too tight. Why is it some morning your clothes don't feel right? What rhyming words do you see in there? Your clothes just don't fit. Does something rhyme with fit? I see sit. How about, does something rhyme with tight? And your hat is too tight. Your clothes don't feel right. So there are some rhyming words in that one. Let's see, is this one I wanted to read to you? So many poems in here. You know what? This is not really a funny poem. This is a really good one, but let's read it. The voice. There is a voice inside of you that whispers all day long. I feel that this is right for me. I know that this is wrong. No teacher, preacher, parent, friend, or wise man can decide what's right for you. Just listen to the voice that speaks inside. If you have Jesus in your heart, who is speaking to you all day long? The Holy Spirit speaks to us and he tells us what is right for me, or I know that this is wrong. Sometimes we feel that way, don't we? when we start to do something we shouldn't, the Holy Spirit's telling us, don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. Don't do it. Nobody else can talk to us like the Holy Spirit can talk to us and teach us. So that's kind of cool, I think, that he wrote this poem called The Voice. All right, well, most of our poems were just kind of silly and fun. I would like to do an assignment with you, and then I'm going to give you one very similar to it. So we are going to fill in the blanks with a word that rhymes with the last word on the line above it. So, I was riding my bike when I saw my friend Matthew. Does that rhyme? How about Mike? I just thought I'd throw Matthew in there for fun. He invited me to lunch where we ate chips that go crunch. Did you think of it? We'll read the whole thing when we're done. When we were all done, we sat in the... Some of you might think of something besides the word I thought of, but I decided on sun. We both got so red. Go inside, my mom said. Did you think of the words before I wrote them? All right, let's read it one time together. I was riding my bike. You can read it with me. Start over. I was riding my bike when I saw my friend Mike. He invited me to lunch where we ate chips that go crunch. When we were all done, we sat in the sun. We both got so red. Go inside, my mom said. You are going to do an assignment very much like that. Your paper is going to look like this. I think you can somehow load it on your Seesaw page and write right on it. But if you can't, you could write on a piece of paper a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, and then write the words that you would put on those lines. I climbed into the tree. In the tree I saw a bird. Would that be a good one? No, it would not. It has to rhyme with tree, doesn't it? So if you can't get this paper to work on your Seesaw, just get your own piece of paper and write number 1. Write the word that you would choose there. Okay? I definitely didn't want to mess with that, so I went back to my You Decide. Next, I sat on a wet log. On this log, I found a... You decide what rhymes with log. I didn't like what I found there, so I went home to look for a... And you decide what rhymes with there. That could make sense in your poem. And then do a little drawing of your poem. All right? If you have questions, be sure to text or email or call me, and I am happy to help you. All right, have a good day, second graders.